Doing nothing? Are you someone who gets tired easily and doesn't want to do anything? Do you attribute this kind of behavior solely to laziness? In fact, there are many similarities between laziness and burnout, which can make it difficult to distinguish between the two. Burnout is a negative state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by excessive stress and an inability to cope with it. According to a 2010 survey, approximately 75% of adults in the United States alone have experienced symptoms of burnout. According to a 2010 survey, in the United States alone, approximately 75% of adults have experienced symptoms of burnout, and more than 40% of cases have been severe. Now, more than ever, it has become imperative to understand the nature of burnout well. However, there are 6 clear signs that what you are currently experiencing is actually burnout, not laziness. First, you feel disconnected from everything. Do you move through each day on autopilot? Do you feel disconnected from yourself? If you are experiencing burnout, one thing you may be experiencing but are not fully aware of or understand is depersonalization. People experiencing depersonalization, often those struggling with trauma, report feeling a strange kind of emotional numbness or emptiness, as if they are watching life from outside themselves. They no longer feel like themselves, anything. And they constantly struggle with an overwhelming sense of helplessness and the feeling that they cannot regain control of their lives. Second, you used to be motivated. Laziness is a character trait, and character traits don't change over time. A lazy person never wants to make an effort or commit to anything. But if you used to be motivated and successful, if you generally excelled in certain areas, and only recently have become tired, disinterested, and unmotivated, then you are probably suffering not from laziness, as most people think, but from burnout. Third, you used to be passionate. The clear difference between someone who is burned out and someone who is lazy is that the former used to be passionate about things, but now struggles to find interest or enjoyment. Whether it's a talent, a sport, academic pursuits, or your professional performance in general, burnout can make it difficult to do the things you used to love or be passionate about. In fact, you may even start to hate or resent them because you've pushed yourself too hard and, as a result, pushed yourself to your limits. Fourth, you've become irritable and short-tempered. Do you suddenly find yourself feeling irritable and easily angered? Have you been feeling like you've lost control of your emotions frequently lately and don't know why? Irritability and short-temperedness are common, but often overlooked signs of burnout. Therefore, if you start having trouble controlling your emotions, especially if this has never been a problem for you before, this could be the reason. On the other hand, lazy people are the exact opposite because they are usually very relaxed, calm, peaceful, and unaffected by events. Fifth, you have neglected to take care of yourself. One of the saddest warning signs that a person may be emotionally and physically exhausted is that you begin to neglect to take care of yourself and withdraw socially from others. There are alarming changes in your eating and/or sleeping patterns. You stop making an effort to take care of yourself or look good, and you spend most of your time alone doing nothing because even the simplest tasks wear you out very easily. The difference between burnout and laziness lies in the fact that you weren't always like this. Sixth, these changes have occurred gradually. Finally, perhaps most importantly, one thing you should know about burnout is that it develops in stages. So all the points mentioned earlier, loss of interest and motivation, especially towards things we used to love, feeling disconnected from ourselves and disconnected from everything around us, social withdrawal, and neglecting to take care of ourselves do not happen overnight. Research shows that burnout actually has 5 main stages, and that each one increases in severity. The onset of stress, chronic stress, burnout, and habitual burnout. Most people begin experiencing symptoms, even in the second stage, where stress is still moderate, but optimism, interest, motivation, and performance may already be declining. And by the time you reach the fifth and final stage, burnout becomes so entrenched in your life that constant mental and physical fatigue becomes more intense and harder to treat. This makes you more vulnerable. If you or someone you know is suffering from mental or emotional burnout, please don't hesitate to consult a mental health professional today and discuss this issue with them. If you found this video helpful, click the like button, leave a comment below with your thoughts, experiences, and suggestions, and share it with others who are struggling with burnout. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for new videos.